Okay, so I extracted it. And after that, I'm going to get inside this directory. And here, go to the app section. Here under the bin section. And here you're going to start the, here this is the one. Copy, paste, and start. That's all. So this will start your Artifactory. And see here, Tomcat started. So it's done. So now what is IP address? Same time, you have to make sure that your security groups, port is open and all stuff like that. So 8081, and let's check it out. You can see that status also. And here, it will tell you whether it's running or not. So see, it's running. So yeah, it will take a few seconds of time. So are you comfortable with it, all of you?
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to first step which I should do, that is called creating a repository. So let me do that. Let it come. So it might take a few minutes more. Okay, so ADMIN PASSWRD. Done. Now get started. You have to change the password. So ADMIN123, ADMIN123, and next. Password is very weak. So A capital, next. So you need to have a license for it, 30 days license, because I'm using pro version, right? So you need to have license for it. So let me see if I have a previous license, but that will not work probably. So if I go without license, then it will allow me only Java. So what to do? I'll go and get a license, start trial, and let me ask for license. Self-hosted. Here I'm requesting it. If I get it, wonderful. So app8 at the rate of DevOps school.com, DevOps school, and right now. Okay. Success. Let me copy that my license. So to email ID, and I got this license. So here this license is for 30 days actually, 30 days free trial, which you can use it. So here, let me share my screen. So, so now I got this license. You can see my screen here, paste it. It will send to your email next. So this license you can use for 30 days. Set base URL, leave it as of now. Skip it. Port number for the proxy, skip it. Installation done. So installation done. Now I have to do something like creating a users and access and also stuff like that. So what I'll do first, I'll create a repository. So here you go to create a repository. See local, remote, virtual, distribution, federated. So distribution means CDN sort of it. Federated has recently added. Local, the one where you can read and write. Remote only you can read it. Virtual is nothing but the group of local and remote. So can I create a local one? So here, see here, creating a local. Now these are the type of repository you can create it. See that. So that means these are the type of package you can store it. Gradle here you have, Maven here you have, Docker somewhere. It should be somewhere it should be.
Line number one. Line number one end.
Here. So see the Docker is here. npm is here. NuGet.NET guys, if you're from .NET, then PHP guys, Puppet package, Python package. So every sort of packages you can store. It can be system packages or application packages. So good to go. So now this one is something which you should get it done. Now for time being, the demo I'm going to do with the Java. So Maven, where's Maven? Here it is. So local package is Maven. Now if you remember that in the Maven, how many types of Maven repository you had it? So release and snapshot, right? So like that. So Rajesh Maven, this is the Maven, and save and finish. The rest of the things also you can fill it, but not required. So local I created and refresh. It's not seeing, I mean, you cannot see how it's coming now. Okay, this view. So I see this is Rajesh Maven. So this I created one local. You can create other type also, depends on requirement. Remote, I'll create one. Remote, which one because for creating a remote, you need a one remote machine, remote repository. So click a remote and see, sorry, my bad. Let me restart this one more time. So click on the remote, remote, and here, what kind of remote repository you want to create? So Maven only. So there should be one Maven remote repository. So Rajesh remote. Now this is your Maven Central. If you remember that Maven session they have given you. So this is the Maven Central. It's a remote repository, Java based. So this you can use it. You want to test it. For this repository, there is no user ID and password, but some other repository, if your user ID and password is needed, you can insert that here. Username and password. Certificate also, but right now it's not needed. So then I created a remote also. So I created remote. Last one virtual I'm going to create, which will include local and remote. So here virtual, sorry, again I clicked discard. Virtual what type of it? So Maven. So Rajesh group, this I'll make it a group and I'll select this here, all Maven and look remote, save it. So now all together, now I created three repository. One is local for uploading the file. One is remote where I can get the Maven Central code, and then one is group, which is have a two repository. Did you understand that, all of you?
Yeah.
Okay, so now if you want to create access and all, you can do it very well. So if you want to attach to the LDAP and all, that is also it can be done. So here you have LDAP setup, SAML setup, OAuth, HTTP, SSO, and crowd. So this you can do it very well, but here I'm using the built-in user ID and password for time being. So let me create a user. So here I'm creating a user, deploy, and deploy at the rate of deploy.com. Do you want to give the admin privileges or you want to wait for that to something else? So deploy 123, deploy 123, and if you want to add a part of any group, so as of now there's no group you created, so just created a user and leave it as it is. Now go and here you create a group name itself. I'll just name it deploy, and here I will add the users, the one which I created. Save it. So here I created user and group and added the user into that group. Now there is a roles actually. So here these are the roles you can assign to these are the global role by the way. You can edit also and you can assign here, you can set the permission for the group. You can set a permission for the group, you can set the permission for the user. So because I am managing through the group, I will set the permission, new permission to which resources. So 3 repository which I created, any repository or what exactly. So you can specify, basically I want to set for my repository which I created and done. So these are the repository, which user you want to access. I don't want to manage through user but group. And here I will add the group which I created, deploy and okay. And what access you want to give? So you want to give all access or some access, depends on you. Now you know that. So here and everything I have given it, and build is not active, so let it be. And then so deploy users and group. So now our name should be for this permission is deploy and create. What I did, nothing great. It's a UI, created a user, created a group, added a user to the group and add the permissions. That's all. So now you have a user. Understand, let's make it here. So you have user which is called deploy, password which is here, which has all the permission, and the repository I want to note it down. I'll go to the, see, this is the back end here, this is the front end. So Artifactory and packages, builds not required, artifacts. So here these are the repositories. So one repository I created is Rajesh Maven. Okay, this is the repository, and there's another repository which is remote I created. This is the one, and group one I created somewhere here and here, and so on. So this is the prerequisite. You are done with it, and now you can do upload and download. Did you understand that, all of you?
Yeah, here it is.
Yeah. So now, by the way, you should check this. I should be having some tutorials also, though I'm not using it, but for you, I'm showing you. So that is Artifactory. Let me go to the blog. The Artifactory. Enter this and see here. How to upload package to Nexus and Artifactory using curl and PowerShell API. Now, how to set up a Docker registry repository on JFrog Artifactory. How to download a package from Maven using Maven from Artifactory. This I needed. Okay. And how to upload package using Maven in Artifactory. So this I needed. Okay. So I want to upload the package and I want to download the package Maven. Docker, here you have it. Now, how to set up a Docker repository in Artifactory and push and pull, you can use this one.
Can you share the link there on the browser actually?
Yes, I'll put it in the group.
Okay, thank you.
So in the recordings also you'll have it. So like this. So these are the things you want to do. Now, if you have gone through the Maven setup, Maven I taught you. How many goals I taught you in Maven? Do you remember that? In the Maven. So do you remember the compile, test, package, and all, right? Install.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was one more goal which we had it in Maven, deploy. So I did not talk about it. So first thing, I'll teach you how to upload a package. Okay. So you can open up this tutorial. I'll review also if it is correct. Java, Artifactory, Maven. So these three prerequisite has to happen.
Thanks for watching. Want to study further? Join our training programs today.